The lightsaber is one of the most well-known and classic of sci-fi tools, an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. However, Star Wars has proven that the lightsaber's versatility goes far beyond dueling alone. Without question, the lightsaber is quite an impressive weapon, used by both the Jedi and Sith, providing some of the best cinematic duels of all time. That said, here are 8 of the best non-dueling uses for lightsabers across Star Wars movies, shows, and canonical stories. Beyond lightsaber duels, the primary weapon of the Jedi and Sith can be used to cut through and remove obstacles. One of the most famous examples comes from 99's The Phantom Menace, when Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn began cutting through multiple blast doors in an attempt to get to Trade Federation Viceroy Newt Gunray on the other side. This scene proves that the lightsaber is effectively a plasma torch when called for, capable of slicing through armored doors, ship hulls, restraints, and more. In the same vein, it's been proven that a lightsaber is incredibly hot. This certainly comes in handy when Luke Skywalker is attacked and dragged back to a Wampa's den in The Empire Strikes Back. Hung upside down with his feet frozen to the top of the icy cave, Luke uses the Force to call his lightsaber. Igniting the blade, Luke cuts away and melts the ice, holding him captive instantly. Additionally, a lightsaber can also serve as a mini heat source and can be used to start fires when needed. It's all in the name. Naturally, a lightsaber can give off an impressive amount of light, providing illumination in even the darkest of environments. A lightsaber is both literally and figuratively a beacon of light. Because of its great heat, a wound received from a lightsaber is instantly cauterized. As a result, the lightsaber can be used as a surgical tool in the most extreme of cases. A recent example can be found in Charles Soule's canonical novel, Trials of the Jedi, where Jedi healer Torban Buck used his lightsaber during the High Republic era to cut off and cauterize a fellow Jedi's damaged limb in the hopes of preventing a lethal infection following an attack by the terrifying force-draining creatures known as the Nameless. Much like real-life knighting ceremonies with swords, Jedi are knighted with lightsabers. At the center of the ceremony, the Padawan kneels before a Jedi Master. The Master then ignites their lightsaber and touches the blade to the Padawan's right and left shoulders. Traditional words are then spoken. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, I dub thee Jedi, Knight of the Republic. The lightsaber is then used to cut off the Padawan's training braid before it's extinguished, marking their end as an apprentice and a new beginning as a brand new Knight of the Jedi Order. In rare cases, lightsabers can also be used as projectile weapons with the right modifications. The most famous example was Ezra Bridger's first lightsaber in Star Wars Rebels, which had a rare second function as a stun blaster. Similarly, Jedi archivist Jocasta Nu wielded a lightsaber rifle against Darth Vader following Order 66 and the Empire's first days. By loading an entire lightsaber into the rifle, 5 shots of powerful energy could be fired before the hilt would overheat and melt beyond repair. A lightsaber is also highly symbolic for a Jedi Knight. The blade's color, design, and unique construction mirror a Jedi's connection to the light side of the Force and their personal journey. The lightsaber is an extension of their own self and a conduit of energy. However, the same is not true for the Dark Lords of the Sith, as most wielded lightsabers to mock and humiliate the Jedi, preferring to solely use the dark side of the Force as their weapon, hence his preferred use of Force lightning. During the High Republic era, Jedi starfighters known as Vectors uniquely required a Jedi's lightsaber to function. During this period, the lightsaber served as the Vector's ignition key and power conduit, ensuring that only Jedi Knights could pilot one and fire its weapons. Although they became outdated and were gradually phased out of use by the Jedi Order, Vector starfighters are a prime example of technology intertwined with the Force, a brighter example compared to the darker use of kyber crystals to power the Death Star's devastating super laser.